Part 3 of the back pain solution.
That's right.
Let's heal that back.
This one is close to home for me. I actually have this hyperlordosis, right? So an excessive arch in my low back.
Hell yeah.
Right. So and
we've
seen this before, right? You see this a lot. And I mean, you actually see a lot of girls that do this intentionally
on Instagram,
and they have no idea what they're setting themselves up. I don't do it intentionally.
As long as you don't add duck lips to that.
I have it, and it causes low back pain, and that's just because everything over here is short and contracted, and when I do any sort of overhead pressing or pulling, it's putting that extra stress on that low back. Also leads a lot of times to weak abdominals. And what we need to do is we need to get that. I have an anterior pelvic tilt, and I need to get it more posterior to where I'm in a more neutral position and I can carry load.
Or at least strengthen,
exactly.
Position, yeah.
Those muscles that are responsible for taking us there. Now the problem is when you have it excessive like I do, then you go do these good movements like I'll show you a floor bridge. If you don't know how to address the issue before you do the movement, you just keep doing the movement with the poor posture, and people don't realize
you actually
that.
strengthen the problem.
Yeah, so some trainers, you'll go hire a trainer and say, hey, I have low back pain, and he's like, oh, okay, I know in my cert I read floor bridges, and then they get them down, they just do some floor bridges, thinking that just doing the movement's going to fix it, but what he doesn't realize is that person has a poor recruitment pattern already, and them just doing floor bridges isn't really helping much at all. So we'll get down on the ground, I'll show you a proper floor bridge to help alleviate that low back pain with somebody that has that excessive arch in their low back. So when I lay down, because I have an excessive arch already, I can fit my whole arm under here. Most people will be able to fit a hand. I mean, I can literally reach my arm comfortably all the way through the other side because of how much of a tilt that I have. So I'm gonna show you first what a poor bridge looks like, or what most people would teach you would be just to lift straight up, come down, lift straight up, come down.
And so now what you're doing there is you're doing bridges with your anterior pelvic tilt.
Exactly.
And people don't realize whatever you practice, you make stronger. So he hasn't corrected the problem. He's just actually making it stronger, which is making it worse.
And if you were just a normal person walking through the gym and you saw a trainer teaching someone this, you think, oh, okay, they're doing a floor bridge and it looks correct, but it's not. Because I'm not helping this issue. So what I need to do before I go to that bridge position is I need to eliminate that gap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate
and flatten
the
and you know
back.
one thing that you can't tell here because he's got a shirt on, but he just activated the heck out of his abs.
You feel the abs, you feel the glutes both together. You should feel a nice tension happen.
So now my abs are already, they're super tense right now. So just to keep my pelvis rotate in that position, the abdominals now are contracting to keep it there. So and a lot of times what I like to do is I'll even put my hands there as a reminder so I know to keep that activated as I go up into the bridge. Now I drive through the heels and the glutes while maintaining that. So I've got that pelvis rotated, abs are tight, I come all the way down. When I come down, I allow it to come back out again so I can feel that arch. I press the arch down again, abs are activated, drive through the heel, squeeze the glutes to the top, maintaining that pelvis rotated, come down, that arch.
So if you focused on, like a cue to just flatten that back hard into the ground, that lower back, we need to get rid of all of that gap right there.
I used to tell people, pretend you've got a little bug that's underneath there.
Smash it.
Yeah, and you're trying to smash the bug. So you're trying to squish the bug against the ground. And then after you do that, you still got to maintain those muscles.
That position.
Yes, those positions. Because then if you smash the bug and then you go to lift up again, I'm going to go back into that pelvic tilt again because that's natural for me. So I have to actively keep it tense. I squish the bug, so that now rotated the pelvis. Abs are contracted. So now why my abs are contracted, now I come through and drive and squeeze. And there's a lot of abs, a lot of glute all going on now.
So the difference is the intention.
Absolutely. And when you do that with
intention is everything.
When we do this with the right intention, you'll start to notice that low back pain start to go away, but you have to first train your body to activate to do that before. This is a great primer before any of my workouts. So before I squat, before I deadlift or do any sort of hip hinging movements, this is something that I always do.